All right, this video is 8 years in the making. Hey everybody, my name is Lane, as you all know, and today's video is a very special and very different video because today we're celebrating a huge accomplishment that I honestly never thought that I would reach here on the channel. And this was going to be a much more structured video. It was going to be, I had a whole plan to write out a script and how I wanted this video to be and make it nice and polished, and then, well, my sink and my dishwasher kind of exploded and there was water all over my entire kitchen space. And instead of writing all that, you know, I kept my house from flooding. So I guess we're just gonna wing today's video.
We'll do it live! Fuck it!
So today, I can't believe I'm saying it, but the BB Warrior has existed for 8 years now, which seems like a lifetime. Technically, 8 years would be on December 26th. I wanted to release this video a little bit early because as much as releasing it on the actual date mattered to me, I figured releasing it before the holidays would actually be better for people to actually get and see it rather than the day after Christmas. So in today's video, I kind of want to give an update. I recognize that in the last couple of years, the channel hasn't been as consistent as it used to be. The content has kind of changed. The consistency in which content is posted has changed. And there's been a ton of new viewers because this year we hit 20,000 subscribers, which I honestly, just like doing this for 8 years, I can't believe that that actually happened. So without further ado, let's just dive right into it. Actually, before we talk about what's coming, why don't we talk about where we came from? Because it really blows my mind what's happened over the last 8 years. I started making these videos literally in my bathroom. If you watch super old videos, and I will have one on screen right now, you can just see like I'm filming above the toilet to show off my old like Navy SEAL gear because I was really into impressions. And see it today to be doing this in my own home, and while I still use a very basic background to this day, the quality, I would like to think, has improved significantly. Kind of figuring out what I want to do for content has changed significantly over the years. This isn't just an impression channel anymore. Now I love to cover things that help other players succeed and have a better time in airsoft, because while this is my 8th year of doing the BB Warrior, I've been playing airsoft for much longer. I want to say we're approaching 13 years at this point. There's a while where I played before I really decided to start captivating it by filming myself and putting it on the internet. So just like, one of the things that blows my mind is the other month I turned 25, and I kind of looked on the last 5 years, and that really was this beautiful picture into my progress as a player in airsoft, and to see how different things were back then and how crazy they've become now, and especially the people that I've met, not only in those last 5 years, but in the 8 years of doing this channel entirely. I gotta say that's what kept me in the hobby all this time, is the incredible people that I met and seeing how they helped to influence all of my content back then and help turn it into what it is now. It's just really, it means a lot to me, to be completely honest. One of the biggest people that have helped me along this journey is my friends over at Gun Gamers. And actually, because this is supposed to be a celebratory video, give me 1 second. Because we're celebrating, I thought we might as well have a drink, and while we're on the topic of my friends at Gun Gamers, we're having Akatoshin, single malt scotch. This was actually a gift from Eric over at Gun Gamers. So let's get on with the celebrations. Not only them, but there's been so many people who have helped me along this incredible journey, and besides the friends that I've made that also have YouTube channels, there's of course all of you. Without all the people that watch my videos, I would not be here today. Airsoft is really what helped me break into video editing, into script writing, into doing digital content, and that's what I do for my real job now. So I can safely say all those skills that I have, the interest in it in general, came from Airsoft and came from the support of all of you. And I've been able to meet so many viewers over the last 8 years, and every time I'm speechless. I never know what to say when somebody says that they love my videos, and it always ends up making me look like an awkward goober, but I just never know how to express that gratitude and that appreciation for every single one of you. So for anybody who's ever watched one of my videos, for all the subscribers, for all the people who called me a loser on the internet, thank you for helping the algorithm by commenting on my videos, but thank you all so much. So now let's actually get into what's coming next and what I want to do with the channel, how you guys can help, and how I can make content that you're going to enjoy. So first and foremost, there's a few things that I want to make sure that I'm doing properly. I want to make sure that I'm creating videos that you actually want to watch first and foremost. And I want to make sure that the process that I make videos is more transparent and more understandable to the audience. So recently I posted up on the YouTube community tab that I'm looking for feedback into my work, what you guys want to see, what type of videos, what improvements, and overall feedback. Now that is still up at the time of filming this video. I will have it linked in the description below. I'm not sure how long after this video I'm going to keep it up. I might keep it up indefinitely, but who knows. But anyways, if you can take a minute or two out of your day, it's just a couple of simple multiple choice and a couple of short answer questions about what I can do to make videos that you're going to enjoy more, because ultimately that's what I want to accomplish here. Going forward, one of the big ones I've seen so far in that are people want more consistency in uploads. They want to see some improvement in some areas that I completely agree with, and they want a little bit more transparency about what's happening, which is also a big goal for me. So you're going to be seeing a lot more content in the community tab. It's really the only way that I can communicate with all of you without creating a separate video. And while every once in a while I like kind of making these just general sit-down videos like these, they don't contain airsoft. There's no airsoft guns in these videos, unfortunately. The community tab, I think, is the next best thing. In the name of transparency, let's kind of talk about the content that I make and adapting it to be okay for YouTube. A couple of years ago, I can't believe this was 5 years ago now, the adpocalypse, or the ad boycott as it was called, really impacted what you can post on YouTube, what is monetizable, and really how things get discovered. Because, if your video isn't monetized, it's less discoverable, YouTube doesn't have that financial incentive to show it, and the videos don't do as well, and that's just not good for a channel overall. So there was a very long time where I was adapting my content to be better for those guidelines, to make sure that videos still got monetized, not only so that I can make a little bit of money to help feed my airsoft habit, but also to make sure that everybody would see it. And over the last couple of years, they have gotten better and worse in some cases. And unfortunately, YouTube isn't very transparent with how all of this works. So over the last couple of years, I've tried multiple things. I've tried just not showing guns in videos, which was successful for a little bit, but then if I have a gun in the thumbnail, that creates an issue. And obviously this would change the type of content I made in the past, because it's kind of hard to do a gun review if it's automatically not going to be monetized, it's not going to get shown, it's going to do poorly, and that's ultimately going to be very frustrating for me and for you. So in the future, I'm very lucky now that I'm out of college, that I have an actual full-time job that pays my bills. The BB Warrior is no longer the thing that keeps the lights on for me, which is a huge reliever, because there's been multiple times in these 8 years where without the income from ads on these YouTube videos, I wouldn't have been able to pay rent. Another reason that I'm just always so thankful for the experience of this channel. But now that that's not an issue, I'm okay putting out better content if it doesn't perform as well. And YouTube has gotten better as well. I have to give them credit. YouTube's gotten much better when you're monetizing videos. It'll be like, hey, just making sure, is your video about firearms? And I'll be like, well, yes, because if you lie, you get in trouble. And they're much better at differentiating not only between airsoft and real firearms, but YouTube doesn't like modification videos because they're worried people are going to teach others how to do illegal stuff. But if you're just teaching somebody how to make sure that your battery works for your airsoft gun, or troubleshooting or stuff like that, it's much more accepting of that, and they've gotten better at detecting that and better at creators telling YouTube what their videos are about. So this means that I can do a variety of more content without either violating the terms of service or just making sure that I actually get seen by everybody, which I think is really exciting. But anyways, moving forward, more transparency, absolutely. I also want to make videos more consistent, and a lot of the feedback that I'm getting, people don't like this. Understandable. It's mainly so that I don't have to show off my messy house. So I'm trying to kind of find that balance, and we'll kind of explore this over the last couple weeks, and this is why I love when people leave feedback in the comments or they message me, whatever it may be, because my goal is to do 2 videos a month, and 2 actual videos, worst case scenario, a video and a short. I've been experimenting with those a little bit, and I've kind of figured out what works a little bit better. I've been talking to some other creators as well to try to make shorts that are actually engaging, and again, stuff that everybody actually wants to watch. So that will be coming in the near future, it's really just a balance of being able to put content out consistently and meticulously crafting the video. Because if I wanted to have just a beautiful video with tons of B-roll and a more dynamic background, whatever it may be, that is possible. I do possess the skill set to do that, but it takes longer and it requires more people. And the BB Warrior is pretty much always just me. Every once in a while I'm able to get some help, but I'm home alone filming this in my living room next to our home bar right now, which actually you can see a little bit of it here. We'll actually show you the whole bar maybe in the future. But yes, right now it's kind of a battle between I want to get videos out, absolutely. I want them to be good and I want them to be visually interesting as well. And it's kind of like you either get more videos or you get more stuff into the videos from a visual perspective, assuming that your time is always constant. So trying to find that middle ground right now, trying to see what I can do with that, but I definitely hear everybody's feedback on that front. Outside of the BB Warrior YouTube channel, there are some other things that I do want to mention because I think they're really important. First off, there is a BB Warrior Discord server, and I love this Discord server because it allows me to chat with viewers. It allows me to connect with all of you better, and I love that. That's one of my favorite things about doing YouTube. However, there's only about 200 people in the Discord, and there's over 20,000 people subscribed.
I gotta pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers in this racket.
So if you want to check that out along with anything else that we talked about in today's video, that is down in the description below. At the same time, there's also a BB Warrior website, and I'm really trying to make that a more viable thing, add more content to it, have some regular, consistent articles, stuff that I don't think could really be translated into video form very well, or it's just something that I can't personally do. So make sure to check out thebbwarrior.com. There's new content being posted on there. There's stuff that I remember when we launched the website, maybe I want to say 2 years ago now at this point. It was on one of these anniversaries for the channel. There's a lot of content that I started working on, but just needed a few things. So it's been sitting there unpublished for years. So I'm really excited to start to bring all of that to light. But anyways, it has been a crazy 8 years that I would never give up. The experience of creating this channel and interacting with every single one of you and all the friends that I've made along the way is priceless. And I will always cherish this time. And as much as I appreciate the past, I am so excited for the future. I hope that this is the year that there have been things that I have wanted to do for years, ever since the beginning of this channel. And I think this is finally the year that I can accomplish some of those things. And I can't wait for you all to see it. But once again, my name is Lane, and I will see you all next time.